Hi everyone. Today I'm going to teach you how to use your Cricut Joy to print out vinyl lettering really quick. Alright, I'm going to break out the Cricut Joy and we're going to use it super simple to cut out some lettering to place on the glitter mug. So I opened up Cricut Design Space on my iPhone and I hit New Project. On the bottom I hit Text and I am going to go up and search for Bellew, Belwe, Standard Medium. I'm going to pick on that font. That's going to be what I'm going to use for the words hot. I'm using my iPhone 10 with Cricut Design Space. So I'm just going to use capital letters, the word hot. But if you look, the letters are like 6 inches high. So you want to use the arrows in the corner to minimize the word hot until it reaches about an inch, because I really only want my letters to be about an inch high on my mug. So I'm just going to make this smaller until it's about an inch. Now, if you look at my graph area for my design space, use your fingers to open it up as you would your pointer and your thumb to make it bigger as you are making your letters smaller. Now, if you notice they are only about an inch, I just want to double check, and I'm going to put it up in the top left corner. I'm going to use vinyl, a leftover piece that I have that's about 3.5 inches by 4 inches. That's a pink glitter. So I want to make sure, one, that my letters fit appropriately on my cup, and two, they're going to fit on my mat for my Cricut Joy. So now that I have that, I'm going to go back to text and I'm going to look up Babette, Babettee, and I'm going to use this lettering font for the word mess. So I also want it to be all capitals. So I'm going to, that's not capitals. There we go. Capital letters. I'm going to put mess. Now this is also quite large, so I need to shrink it down. You can see how the width and the height to about 1 inch. So I want it about 1 inch high. That's really the important part. So then I'm going to go and I'm going to put it on a mat. There is my Cricut mat. I don't like how it's side by side, so you can go and click on it and move it so it's one after another. That's really important. And I can also go to the, let me fix that there, the top left-hand corner of my design space. If you ever needed to do iron-on letters and you needed it to be mirrored, you can do that. There we go, top left corner there, and you can either mirrored or you can change your mat size. So now that we have that, I'm going to go to my Cricut Joy. So it's Bluetooth. I'm going to take the mat that came with the Cricut Joy. You need to take the plastic off. I just want you to know that I have not taken the plastic off before and it does not work. So take the plastic off. Then I'm going to put my scrap piece of vinyl. The mat is sticky and I'm going to pat it down, make sure it holds. So I'm going to go to my phone. I'm going to hit load. It's going to, there you go, load the mat. It goes through to make sure what size mat you have in there. It does not sense the vinyl, so you want to make sure that when you have your lettering, it's with the same size vinyl that you have, otherwise it will cut off. And there we go. And she is going to start to cut. I downloaded Cricut Design Space onto my iPhone because I can make projects virtually anywhere. I can use my Cricut Design Space on my regular Cricut Maker, or I can use it on my Cricut Joy. The Cricut Joy has to use Bluetooth, and I feel that it does better. I'm not sure, maybe it's just me, if I use my iPhone and Cricut Design Space to do things on my Cricut Joy. So I use the Cricut Design Space on there. You can download it from the Apple Store. It's free. There we go. All done. I don't know if you can see it's cut. There's a lot of glare, so you might not be able to see it. but those are our letters. So when you take, let me move this out of the way. When you take the letters off or the vinyl off the mat, you want to move the mat from the vinyl, not vice versa. And it seems like you're going to snap your mat, but you're not. So always bend the mat away. And then the piece of plastic that came with it, you want to just put that back on. And that will keep your mat sticky. And you can use them multiple times. So there you go. There's your letters. So now what you want to do is called weeding, and that's basically taking all that negative space off. So I'm just taking the vinyl, the pink vinyl, because all I want left on the piece of paper are my letters. So I'm using this little weeding tool. It helps you take all that negative space away from your letters, because leaving the letters on the paper is what you need to be able to put transfer tape on there and then put them on whatever you want. To learn how to put the letters on something, please see my video on the gold glitter mug. I will link it for you of how to put the letters on a mug. It's actually pretty fantastic. There you go. Mess hot. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and click to subscribe. Thanks.